Sarthe, it's Adam Super. Boys, welcome back to Super Championship in 2024. And we're heading to round 9 as we visit back to France this week. And we see Circuit de la Sarthe in GR1's category that is arguably been the most damaged after the update. Now, interestingly, there is a speckle. Only a little speckle, shouldn't require any tyre changes, but especially over Le Mans. At least that was what so there is a little speckle of rain coming towards the back end of the race, but it's only light rain, and I don't think it'll affect tyres a whole lot. Shouldn't make anyone have to change anyway. It's only a small little, I think it's 20% chance of rain. So it's, I think, is it RO3 or something like that? So it's light rain. Yeah, it's a bit. It's simple. It's really simple. We didn't do anything extravagant this time around. It's very, very plain, very simple. We didn't go all out madness. Ben Hughes already. It's on charge. Don't worry, Lucy. It's on charge. But yeah, the Sarthe logo is. It's definitely hit hard this week. It's a bit of a. It's definitely something different, something that we've not tried before. But it definitely. I'm happy with it. Definitely minimalist effect on the sides and the front of the car. But it looks okay. It looks okay. I also put a little thing on the front of it. I'm not sure if people have noticed it yet, but I'm sure Icon has. But let's see if I can get it. It says it there. I'm not sure if you can see it any bit, but it has a. Maybe you can't. He's moving too much, but it says "Be afraid," as the 3-time world champion will be coming up behind you. But yeah, Icon showing off the Sarthe livery this week. Very simplistic. There's nothing. The front of the car is the most aggressive part, but definitely looks okay. Let's have a look at Ian Poole, who is out on the track. First man out on track as well. He is leading the way. Restarting your PS, can't join, no problem. Take your time. Take your time. Super is here. Thank God. I'm not sure what the story is with Moose this week. I know he's on holidays. He's actually not even at home. Notice how Super expects him to be behind. I don't expect him to be behind. It's just in a case of that if he is behind, you will see a Be Afraid. Ooh, Scuderia Bianchi. I like that. I like that livery. That looks good. That looks really good. Jorben. Where is Ilya? Hopefully Ilya is here this week. I know he's struggling with work at the moment, and Bossman is keeping him later than he should be. Nick Santos is here. Ooh, nice livery from RG Labs once again. Simple livery. Doesn't need to change much. He's not coming due to work, he said. Okay, sure, no problem. Suit him. I know that much. It's a shame. We've 8 people here so far. We're waiting on a couple of other stragglers. Matt is struggling to get in, I know that. $11 people here. Thank you so much, boys. Definitely hit that like button if you can. It helps push out the content to more and more people here on YouTube. Rockstar Pool will be the man to start his first push lap. interesting choice from Rockstar Pool. Let's have a look at the cars that everybody's using. Display car names. So it's a TS050 for Pool, and Amir is using a GR10, and Bianchi also in the GR10, Versure in a GR10, Santos in a GR10, 919 hybrid for Pillsworth, 919 hybrid by the looks of it for Hughes, and it is a GR10 for Super Pow as well. Yes, 919 hybrid for Ben. What do you mean, come on, Super? So we've got all the work cars out there. First car to push is Pool. Has a slow down penalty already. Icon is also on a push. Pool much further up the road. Should be able to tell by looking at them by now. I usually can, but I can't make out the difference between the two Toyotas. They look, well no, to be fair, they do look. I suppose that the TS050 does look very similar. Looks very, very similar to the 919, I would say. Or at least I would argue. Looks very similar. Or close to similar. Maybe the 919 a bit more boxy at the front, square. We're waiting on Mott. I'm not sure what the story is with Mott. Hopefully he can get in. You're on, man. Do you have to? That's really not good for the algorithm. Lucy, can you deal with that? Lucy, deal with that accordingly, please, because it's actually really bad for the algorithm. Ooh, Ben gets punted. Who will be the first to cross the line? Oh, God. Just, I think, time him out, Lucy, because it's actually really effective to the algorithm. Really affects the algorithm for more people that can see it. Who will be the first car to cross the line? Icon will be the next car to cross. Icon is on an absolute steamer. Alright, I'll do it myself. Icon crosses the line with a 3:25. Mott is still trying to join? Okay, no problem. Can't wait too much longer. Something with his internet? Oh, feck it anyway. Oh, Icon's gone over the white line there. That is a penalty, I would imagine. It looked like he went over the white line. No, maybe not. Maybe not. I think he got away with it. Well, everybody else is able to join. Oh, icons sliding around the place. Matt Alonso joined. Thank goodness. Right, okay, we get going because I'm not sure how many others are, because we're going to start the qualifying the minute Matt gets going. We're going to start the qualifying. It is one shot qualifying, gents. It is one shot qualifying. You get one stab at it, which will make things quite interesting. It is a one shot qualifying, essentially. Lucy Wu is actually in the party. Would you like to join me in the commentary box, Lucy, or are you happy just sitting there? I know you're watching from the sideline there. I can see you at the bottom of the chat. AS rating for Matt Alonso. AS rating. So we have one A+ rated driver. That's astounding. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 fully AS rated drivers. That's incredible. And pretty much everybody, in fact everybody, has a safety rating of an S. It's very, very impressive. Very, very, very impressive. Really, really cool. Really cool to look at. It's really good for the championship, actually. It's really good for the look of it. Alright, we're going to start qualifying. Good luck, everybody, in the qualifying. It is one shot qualifying, so this is where things will get quite interesting. Wes, I can't do tape, but I have the door open for you so you can get your printer. Just so you know, I have the door open for you so you can get your printer. Right, let's watch what everything is going on here. Okay, Yankees released. Santos is released. Pillsworth's first man out on track. Matt Alonso's released. Shot qualifying. Icon leads them out, followed by... who's following behind him, actually? They're all piling up. They're all scrambling. They'll be slipstreaming down the back straight. This is where champions can be made. -50-minute endurance race. 50-minute with a start. Standing start. This will be very, very interesting. As obviously the GR1 category has had significant damage done to it after the update. It'll be interesting to see how all of these drivers come out today. Emir will be the first man to set a lap time as he is leading the cars out around the track. Le Mans is where we're at, and it's a very impressive track, a difficult track, technical track. Long, fast, and technical. What can this man do? He's obviously missed a couple of races so far this season. He is trailing exactly 3 points behind the two drivers sitting in joint third place. Very, 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 very impressive. There is incredible gaps here in the championship. I think there is exactly 11 points between three of the teams at the front. It's an incredible season we've had so far. We're on round 9 now of 23. What can this man do? This man can produce some seriously good laps, and we saw that last week. How can... You can't be here all race, Lucy? No problem. No problem. Gaps are starting to develop. Oh, there is a couple of gaps here that are quite interesting. Pillsworth following closely behind. None other than Il Matador. Pillsworth's already found himself a 0.5 of a second time penalty. Icon will be the man to cross the line to start this first punch lap. There is a 180-second delay on the laps, so that's an additional minute and 2 minutes and 20 seconds if I'm not mistaken. No, 3 minutes. It's a 3 minute delay. It's a 3-minute delay. Icon heating up those tyres. So you get one stab at qualifying. Don't forget, you have to get to the line within those 5 minutes. Icon now starts the push lap, followed by Andy Bianchi. Poole will be next man to start the push lap. Then Super Pow. Then Pillsworth. Then Mark Alonso. Then Santos. Verschoor, Jorgen Verschoor following as well. Everybody trying to get a slipstream off of the bat here. Everyone pushing ridiculously hard. Icon now is a good distance ahead of Andy Bianchi. The slipstream will reign supreme here. Pillsworth, is he holding up drivers? No, he's not. Santos is desperately trying to find a way to come past him. Oh, Pillsworth goes a little bit wide. Verschoor following closely behind. This is absolutely fantastic. All the drivers trying to find a slip down this back straight, which can gain them quite a large amount of time. Bianchi following closely behind Icon. One stab at this qualifying lap. Icon now on this back straight is the man who's currently setting the fastest lap. Poole, Super Pow, Pillsworth, Matt Alonso. Oh, the two RGs have come together. Matt Alonso off the track. Santos, 0.5 second time penalty for going off the track. Pillsworth with a huge penalty. Ben following closely behind Pillsworth. Bianchi is, by the looks of it, actually having a mildly better lap than Icon. Is there a surprise to happen here in this qualifying? Ben, 1 second time penalty. Pillsworth, 3 second time penalty. Matt Alonso apologises to his teammate. The 5/10 of a second time penalty shouldn't affect him too much in comparison to Jorgen's 1 second time penalty. This might not be too bad for Santos. Might not be too bad for Santos. First man to cross the line will be Icon, and how fast can that lap be for him? We know he's been in the 22s. Can he make that look the exact same as he's practiced? We know he's been in the 22s. Maybe it's not looking like he might be. It's hard to say. No, he's definitely not going to be in the 22s. It's possible he'll be in the 25s. Icon crosses the line with a 25. Bianchi goes second fastest. Where's Poole? Poole is not going to be anywhere close to that. Next man, Super Pow goes third fastest. Ian Poole will have to settle for fourth. Pillsworth. Santos goes fifth fastest. Verschoor. Matt Alonso goes sixth fastest. Where is Verschoor? It's not gone and worked out for him. Pillsworth will be next to cross the line. Goes ninth fastest. Ben has gone seventh fastest. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Qualifying concludes. It's only now time to start this race. And all the drivers, good luck. We have exactly 50 minutes of endurance. This will be interesting. Car no turn. They're all on the line. Icon and Andy Bianchi on the front row, followed by Super Pow and Ian Poole, Nick Santos and Matt Alonso. Then on the third row, fourth row, we've Ben Hughes and Verschure, and on the back row by himself, Pillsworth. 5 lights on. And it's lights out and away we go. Icon gets a better start than Andy Bianchi. Super Pow gets a much better start than both of them. Oh, Poole gets an absolutely storming start. Poole looks like he might be up into the lead of the race. Coming into turn 1. Super Pow drops down to 5th after a little bit of contact. Andy Bianchi now drops to 4th. Nick Santos already up and Super Pow's been spun around. What happened to Super Pow there? For sure. Comes up into 8th place. Andy Bianchi drops back to 4th. Nick Santos now in 3rd. And Ian Poole leads the race. Icon following closely behind. Nick Santos now all over the rear wing of Ian Poole. Or sorry, of Amir. Santos trying to follow the slipstream of Icon as best he can. Super Pow is catching for sure, much quicker. Matt Alonso has gotten past Ben. Matt Alonso looking to make a move on Andy Bianchi if he can. The rear wing of Icon got a much better exit. Icon back up in the lead of this race. Nick Santos looking on the inside line. Who's going to break? Later. Looks like Nick Santos on the inside line isn't going to break as late. Forces Icon to go wide. Icon has gone wide. Icon has nearly gone around. Poole goes up into 2nd place. Nick Santos takes the lead. Icon got lucky there. I think he just got on the throttle a bit too early. Andy Bianchi now all over the rear wing of Icon. Matt Alonso following closely behind too. You can see that Super Pow has caught up to Pillsworth a nice little bit. Ben is not too far back from Verschure. 50 minutes of this of this race. 2 minutes already down. Andy Bianchi following very closely behind Icon. Icon very close to Poole. And Icon back up into 2nd place. Andy Bianchi goes past. Ian Poole on the inside looked absolutely fantastic overtake. Matt Alonso up into 3rd, looking to make a move on Icon. Matt Alonso absolutely storming through here. Andy Bianchi not fighting Matt too much. He knows he's going to have to slow down. And he is forced to slow down here. Andy Bianchi goes 2nd place. Where is Icon? Icon's dropped all the way down to 6th. Has damage, a flat on his front right. Matt Alonso now has no damage. The Sarthe penalty following closely behind Ian Poole. Verschure is down in 3rd. Very impressive from Verschure. Andy Bianchi trying to catch Nick Santos as fast as he can. Nick started 5th, is already leading this race by 3 seconds. Ian Poole now following very closely behind Verschure. Ooh, someone's gone wide there. Was Matt Alonso. Icon with that front right flat. Poole already into the pits, has huge damage. Very close, these two, Alonso and Amir, coming into turn 1. It allows Super Pow to catch up nicely. Ooh, Matt nearly goes around, battling with Icon now. Icon goes up into 4th. Matt Alonso fights him back. Plan A, says Nick Santos. I'm not sure what Plan A is, but he's going for Plan A. Icon with that damage. Is it affecting him in his battle with Alonso? Doesn't appear to be. Icon on racing hards. That's a good shout. Superpow's caught up nicely to the back of Matt Alonso. For sure, putting Bianchi under a huge amount of pressure. 7/10 is all that separates them. It's all about who can get better exits here. For sure gets an absolutely storming exit there. And is in the slipstream of Andy Bianchi. Got a much better exit. Heading down now to the back end of the straight. Icon has moved up into 4th. Bianchi goes a little bit wide there. Do they make contact? Almost, I would say. Pillsworth running down 6 seconds behind Poole. Ben has been given a 5/10 of a second time penalty. Matt Alonso is catching Icon. That suspension damage is apparently causing problems for Icon. Once again, for sure, with a much better exit than Bianchi. All the while, Nick Santos pulling away off into the distance. 5 seconds now, he's out in front. Superpower obviously forced to slow down. Oh, for sure! 1/10 is what separates these two. Who can come out here now? It's all about who breaks later. Versure goes aggressive. Bianchi goes defensive. Who gets a better exit? Versure following really closely behind. Versure, much better exit out there. Andy Bianchi slapped with a 5/10 of a second time penalty, and Versure now is surely going to find a way past into turn 1. It's all about who breaks later. Versure now knows he has to just stay within 5/10 of Andy Bianchi. Icon all the while catching up here. 9/10 now, 8/10 is what separates the 3-time world champion from Versure. However, Bianchi has had a much better exit than Versure has, who's also been slapped with a 5/10 of a second time penalty. Superpower now released from the pits on medium compound tyres. Superpower won't have to pit for a good while yet. Poole with a 1.5 second time penalty. Ben Hughes a 1 second time penalty. Matt Alonso has dropped way back from Icon. Icon still behind Versure. Andy Bianchi has survived that first onslaught from Versure. Icon really catching now. Versure. 3/10 is what separates them. Spider Racing coming out with absolutely fantastic results in the last 3 weekends. Icon currently setting the fastest lap of the race so far. Nick Santos 5.6 seconds out in the lead. Andy Bianchi for sure now is going to be under pressure. This allows, while they squabble, this allows Matt Alonso to catch up. Icon still setting the fastest lap of the race so far, even with that suspension damage. Superpower's pulled 2.5 on Pillsworth. Ben running nicely in 6th place. Icon, what happened there? Finds a little bit of the gravel trap still. setting the fastest laps of the race. For sure goes wide. Icon moves up to third. Bianchi is forced to slow down, so is for sure. Icon now, good opportunity to retake second place. Is there a way for Icon to come past? And he does. He's up into second place. Look how close this battle is. This is absolutely fantastic. Oh, Bianchi goes slightly over the white line there. Is that another penalty for Bianchi? It might just be another penalty for Bianchi. Does he get away with it? He does. Versure haunting Bianchi. Icon has gone off the track. Icon got put back. Icon got put back. He cut the corner and got put back. What a disaster for Icon. He's now nearly 4 seconds behind Versure. Versure now looking to make a move on Bianchi. Is there a way to come past Versure? Only 8/100ths of a second. Doesn't manage to come past into turn 1, but is still within 4/10ths of Andy Bianchi. What a battle. This is Icon back up into 4th. Matt Alonso is all over his rear wing though. Super Pow coming through the grid nicely. He's starting to catch Poole at a rate of knots. Poole on softs. Oh, Ben has a huge amount of damage. Matt Alonso, Icon slap with a 0.5 second time penalty. Matt Alonso now all over the rear wing of Icon. Icon starting to pull away though, even with the damage and the time penalty. Matt Alonso just has to stay within that time frame. You lose roughly about a second to a 0.5 second time penalty. Matt Alonso, currently the fastest man on track. Nick Santos, 9 seconds out in the lead of this race. Look at this for a battle. For sure up into second place. Bianchi fights him back. For sure breaks later and is now up into second place. Spider Racing are up into second place for a second week in a row. How can Andy Bianchi fight this back? Icon, fastest man on track now. Matt Alonso dropping back a little bit. Poole starting to catch Hughes, who has quite a bit of damage. But this man is absolutely flying. And is going faster than the driver leading the race. Oh no! Pow's gone around. Too much throttle. Ben Hughes has now got quite a bit of damage and Poole coming up rightly behind him. Amir now forced to slow down. Seguero, thank you. Oh my god, dude. What an absolute legend. Thank you so much, Seguero, man. What an absolute star. An absolute star. You're a legend. You're an absolute legend. Thank you so much, dude. That's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. Icon now has managed to pull away from Matt Alonso. Versure starting to pull away from Bianchi. Poole's tyres are starting to go a little bit wonky. However, Ben Hughes has got a significantly large amount of damage. Matt Alonso, 2.8 behind the 3-time world champion. The 3-time champion making that suspension damage work. Andy Bianchi now 6 tenths behind Versure, 7 tenths now. Who can get a better exit? Andy Bianchi does. Oh, Andy Bianchi gets a fantastic exit. There's going to be a race down here to the back straight of the first chicane. Andy Bianchi is coming. Two tenths, 1 tenth. Bianchi is now flying. Oh, there's contact. Andy Bianchi now all over the rear wing of Versure. Is there a way for him to come past? He got a much better exit there again. A little bit of drafting going on there. Is Bianchi going to go for a move here? Ooh, there was tire smoke there. Andy locked up a little bit. Once again gets a much better exit. Bianchi now to the back of this straight. Can he find a way past for sure? Nope, not this time around. Doesn't go for the move. Bianchi's playing a game here, and I'm not really sure what it is. Obviously there's a couple of straights there where it would be unwise to go past because you would have to fight back. Is Bianchi playing a tire game, or is he playing an opportunistic moment game of this is a better place to look for a pass? Bianchi looked for a pass. There was none on. All the while this squabbling is allowing Icon to come a little bit too close for comfort. And now this man is starting to catch Ben Hughes at a rate of knots. You can see how closely he is to Ben Hughes. Oh, he's catching Ben at a rate of knots. Going to be an overtake shortly. Oh, Andy Bianchi back up into the lead of this, or not the lead, but into second place for sure. Obviously went wide somewhere. And look at this. The three-time world champion is back on the heels of this crowd. Matt Alonso, 0.5 of a second time penalty. Icon now within 0.7 of a second of Versure. Bianchi gets a much better exit. Icon now looking to come past Versure, and he does. He's up into third place. Ben Hughes is into the pits. Poole obviously had an off somewhere. Super Pound now up into 6th place and hunting down Matt Alonso. Icon now starting to catch Andy Bianchi. Battle for second place here is absolutely legendary. Absolutely legendary. Icon, fastest man on track. In sector 3 anyway he is. Icon up into second place, goes past Andy Bianchi. Versure and Andy Bianchi fighting once again. 0.2 of a second separates them. Andy Bianchi now hunting Icon down with that suspension damage. How much is that going to affect him though? Not a whole pile it would seem. Andy Bianchi getting very close to Icon. Emir now under pressure. Oh, very under pressure. And you can see he's feeling it. And Bianchi doesn't get as good an exit as Versure does, or as Icon does. Matt Alonso going to be forced to slow down here. That'll be a loss of about a second. Oh, Andy Bianchi's gone off the track and he's into the gravel trap, which has slowed him right down. Where is Matt Alonso? Icon remains in second place. Oh, Icon's gone wide. Icon slow down enough to warrant not getting that penalty? I think he did, because Versure now is all over his rear wing. Matt Alonso giving Andy Bianchi something to think about because he's 0.2 behind him. Matt Alonso now looking to come past Andy Bianchi. .14 seconds in the lead, Nick Santos. The suspension damage being managed quite well by Icon. Pillsworth up into 8th place. Ben obviously pitted, he pit. Poole back into the pits. Racing hards can go a little bit longer than Matt. The hard tyres have seemed to come into play big time, and are now a viable option after the update, where they were most definitely not an option prior to the update. Matt Alonso doesn't get quite as good as an exit as Andy Bianchi, and now the field is starting to spread out a little bit. Versure's dropped back by 1.6 seconds to Icon, and Icon is catching Nick Santos. Matt Alonso is now catching Andy Bianchi. Obviously got a much better exit, following closely in the slipstream. Oh, Andy gets up on the gravel a little bit, and Matt Alonso now can smell blood. Can he come past anywhere? Bianchi goes defensive. Matt stays on the outside. Does he get a better exit? He does not get as good an exit as Andy Bianchi. 0.4 the gap. Versure has dropped back by 2.5 seconds to Icon. Matt Alonso now 3/10 behind Andy Bianchi. Santos is in to the pits. What's Icon going to do? Icon stays out. Versure stays out. Matt Alonso comes past Andy Bianchi. And they all stay out. Santos now drops to second, to third. Matt Alonso goes too deep. Andy Bianchi back up into fourth. Santos now drops down to fifth. Santos now released on hard compound tyres. Super Pow flying now. Only 51 seconds behind Icon, and is catching Icon too. Quite a decent amount actually. Battle here. Matt Alonso back up into third. Andy Bianchi drops back. Matt Alonso's gone around. Andy Bianchi moves off and into the distance. Nick Santos been waved a yellow flag as he comes past Matt. For sure slapped with a 1 second time penalty. Matt Alonso has gone around. No damage, thankfully, for Alonso. But he has gone around and he'll have lost a lot of time. Andy Bianchi now trying to catch For Sure, and For Sure trying to catch Icon. That's not going to happen now. With the tyre wear difference on both of those cars, even with the damage for Icon, he's now got a 1 second time penalty. Nick Santos is catching Andy Bianchi. Oh, For Sure nearly goes around. For Sure forced to slow down now. And there you go in the background, you can see Andy Bianchi hunting. Santos now 6.5 behind Andy Bianchi. Icon staying out again. For Sure now into the pits. That's probably the right call for Sure. Bianchi is staying out. Takes second place. Santos now will retake third place. Matt Alonso is trying to come into the pits. Goes a little bit hard in by the looks of it. Managed to keep it out of the barriers and avoid damage. For Sure now. Tires on. Fuel going in. He's fueling for the remainder of the race. 21 minutes left in this race. We're over half race distance. For Sure has refueled and For Sure has been released. Super Pow now. Where does he come out? Just behind For Sure. 1.6 seconds the gap. look at this. El Matador is coming up behind the man from Belgium. 9/10, 8/10 of a second. Super Pow is absolutely flying. Cold hards on that car for sure. However, he got a much better exit this time around. Nick Santos now still 5 seconds behind Andy Bianchi, who's only on half-worn tyres. Icon's tyre situation is a little bit worse off, but that would be because of the suspension damage. Everything would be out of balance. Icon 18 seconds in the lead of this race to Andy Bianchi. For sure, once again under pressure from El Matador. Santos doesn't have to push as hard as Bianchi and Icon will because he is on fresher tyres. Now he can't afford to lose too much time to Icon leading this race because I think the pit times are roughly, give or take, around, I'm going to say 30 seconds. I didn't watch properly, but I would say it's around 30 seconds. Santos now goes a little bit wide there. Is he going to be in trouble? It looked like he went wide. He may not have. He didn't. He managed to get away with that. 4.5 seconds now, the gap. Santos is catching Andy Bianchi. The man from Brazil on an absolute charge right now. And Super Pow has gotten past. For sure, we missed that. For sure, obviously on the fresher set of tyres, gets a much better exit. Super Pow tries to get out of the slip, which is obviously quite powerful. Damage control for Super Pow. For sure is absolutely all over the rear wing of Super Pow. Super Pow making it look like he's on a fresh set of softs though. It's absolutely outrageous. For sure though, now he's in the slipstream of El Matador. Can he find a way past down this back straight? 2/10 the gap. Super Pow doing his best to break that slip. Super Pow has to take an evasive action. Versure moves up into the lead, or up ahead into 4th place of Super Pow. Super Pow's tyre is definitely coming back to haunt him there a little bit. Super Pow significantly faster though. Significantly faster. For sure, obviously has a full tank of fuel, so that'll be affecting. And now Pow back up into 4th place. Look at this for a little battle going on here. This is fantastic. Pens mega harsh, says Ashpill. For sure, and Pow still battling away. Icon now 18 seconds ahead of Andy Bianchi for sure. 1/100 of a second, 2/100 of a second. Look at this. Separated by nothing. Both of these drivers are absolutely sweating, you can tell. It's not tenths we're dealing with, it's hundreds. For sure looks around the outside, there's nowhere to go, and he's up onto the gravel, manages to keep it away from absolutely spinning out, and he doesn't. Just too much gravel on them tyres, and now he's found the barrier. He's got suspension and front wing damage. This is a disaster for sure. Close battle ruined by the gravel trap. Andy Bianchi and Icon are into the pits. Nick Santos retakes the lead of this race with 15 minutes to go. Tyres are off, fuel going in. Andy Bianchi now just being serviced. Icon released. How far behind Santos is he? He's on softs. .14.5 seconds. Super Pow now. Where will he come out? Behind. He comes out behind Andy Bianchi, but how far away from Andy Bianchi is the question. 4.2. Icon 13.7 behind Santos. Will be on a much faster set of tyres. Has half the fuel load. Santos has slightly more fuel. Shouldn't be roughly around the same. We've now got a race for the win on our hands here. The three-time champion hunts his nearest rival. And he is Santos is the fastest man once again on track, setting 0.2 faster than the current fastest lap, which is his own fastest lap in sector 3. Supercross fuel load will be much better than Andy Bianchi's. Andy Bianchi on racing softs too. 13.1 seconds. For sure claims there was contact. Pow claims there was none. This will be interesting towards the end here, because Pow will have to pit and replace those tyres and put a little bit more fuel in the tank. For sure will have to pit to repair damage. So the real question is, who goes first? Icon now 10.8 behind Santos. 11 minutes left to go. And Icon's tyre wear is nearly at the same level Santos is at. Santos also carrying a little bit more fuel. Pau now into the pits. For sure, stays out. Ten minutes to go right now. Game on. 9.9 seconds the gap. Icon, 1.7 seconds, the fastest man on track. 9.2 the gap. Icon carrying less fuel than Santos. Santos tyre wear much better. This will be a battle to the end. 9 minutes to go. Super Pau now released on softs and coming after Versure. 17.4 seconds the gap. We'll watch that closely. Icon now. Emir 8.3 behind Santos. And now the tyre wear are on level pegging. Super Pau 16.4 behind for sure. Ooh, Matt Alonso's been dealt a poor hand with quite a bit of damage. 7.6 the gap. And now Santos's tyre wear is better than Icon's. You can just see it. The tyre wear is definitely better on Santos's car. Catching is one thing, passing is another. Here we go, 6.6 the gap. With 8 minutes to go. Icon sets the fastest lap of the race at 24.8. 6 seconds behind Santos now. 7 minutes to go. Andy Bianchi, down in third at the moment, had a little bit of an incident, was close to Icon. For sure, obviously, had contact, or he believes he had contact with Pau, who is now catching him. The gap was 17 seconds at the start of this lap. It is now 11.2. Pau on softs. 5.6 the gap to Santos. Tyre wear now significantly worse than Santos's. Icon, less fuel means faster time. Icon hammering as hard as he can. 5.2 the gap. 5.3. Tyre wear now starting to come into play. However, in a straight line, Icon is faster. Six minutes left. Oh, I'm getting excited here. I'm getting jittery. I'm looking forward to the end of this race, gents. I'm looking forward to the end of this race. We've got Pau hunting for sure too. There'll be questions asked at the end, but it's 8.8 the gap with 5 minutes left to go. 4.5 minutes. 5.5 minutes left to go. 4.4 the gap. Icon now 4.4 behind Santos. And Santos will be seeing Icon in his rear view mirror. Can Icon see Santos? He can. 4.3 the gap. Oh, Verschuur's been handed a penalty. 5 minutes left in this race. Santos now 4.1 ahead of Icon, 3.9 ahead of Icon. Icon is absolutely on a steaming roll lap. Santos now, tyre wear much better. You can see Icon has to slow down a bit more than he'd like through the corners. 5.7 the gap from Il Matador to Verschuur. 3.3, we're looking at the front here. The gap is 5.5 between Pau and Verschuur. Andy Bianchi has pretty much guaranteed himself a podium place in third. Four minutes left. 2 laps left in this race. 3.2 the gap. 2.9. You don't know where to look. Super Pau now, 1.1 away from Verschuur. Jorben under serious pressure. Here comes Pau. Pau keeps it on the track. Verschuur looked like he might have been a little bit over. And he was a little bit over. Pau gets a great exit. Pau looking to come past somewhere. If he can turn one, is not going to happen. Gets a much better exit though. 2.8, or sorry, 0.2, 0.1 now. Pau looking to come past for sure. Won't come past here. Back straight might be a different story. 3 tenths, 2 tenths the gap. Five tenths, 4 tenths now. As they come down to the first chicane on the back straight. Pau looking to come past for sure. For sure comes defensive. Not giving much space, but Pau goes through into fourth. For sure goes deep. Battle. .1 the gap now between the two at the front. Super Pau ahead of Verschuur. Verschuur got a better exit. Verschuur looking to come past Pau. And he does. Verschuur. No, he doesn't. No, he does. Verschuur back up into fourth place. Pau looking to fight him back. I don't know where to look. Six tenths the gap now. We're looking at the front here. Pau looking to come past Verschuur once again. 5 tenths, 6 tenths the gap now. For sure, back up into fourth. Goes a little deep and Pow takes fourth. We're back looking at the front, which is 5/10 the gap. And they are now on their final lap of this race. Nick Santos leads, with Icon following closely behind. Final lap is now. Icon's fuel, much better situation. Icon looks to go past, and he does. He's up into the lead of the race. Andy Bianchi has finished. Santos now versus Icon. Tyre wear becoming a problem for Icon, who's been given a 5/10 of a second time penalty. Pow holds on. Santos looking to come past. Oh, look at this! They're close! They're come together! Icon with a 5/10 of a second time penalty, going a little bit faster, and he's back up into the lead just by 1/100th of a second. Pow finishes the race in fourth place. Verschure will handle second for fifth. At the moment, we're watching the front here as the two championship protagonists fight. It's 1/10 the gap, 3/10 the gap now. Icon goes deep. Will that be another penalty for the three-time world champion? It's now on Santos, who retakes the lead of the race by 1/10 of a second. Icon will be back into the slipstream, coming back down to the end of this straight. Icon moves out to the outside line, the inside line now, and Icon looks to come past, and he does. He's back up into the lead. Gets a little bit on the throttle, a little bit spin. Santos sees that coming and now's back into the slipstream. Santos now looking to come past him here if he can anywhere. 1/10, 7/100ths of the gap. I've never seen a race finish like this before. A fight to the line. Santos is 6/100 of a second behind Icon. Woo! Where is this gonna go? Who's gonna come out the victor in this race? Santos has led the whole way. There's a little bit of shoving going on there. Santos moves up into the lead, and Icon drops a little bit all the way back to down to second. 2 seconds the gap now. Will this confirm Santos as the winner of this race? It should do. Tyre wear completely gone. Fuel nearly gone. Santos 4 seconds into the lead. Icon left in disarray. 4.5 seconds the gap now. This race should be well and truly over. Santos 4.6 seconds in the lead. Oh my mother of God, I've never seen a race end like this. It's a shame it didn't go to the line. Icon is still pushing. You never know what might happen. 5 seconds now. Santos comes through the final 2 chicanes. Chicane 1 done. Chicane 2 and it's over. Santos wins. Oh my mother of God, I've never seen never seen a race finished like that. Never seen a race finished like that. Oh my goodness. Oh, there'll be questions asked after that. What an absolutely stunning race. I've never seen a race finished like that before. Icon with a GG in the chat. Icon, what an absolute stormer you went on at the end there. You got very lucky at the end. It would have been fantastic to see you both go to the line. It would have been fantastic to see you both go to the line. That was absolutely incredible. Incredible. What a show. What a show. Lucy, for God's sake, man, with the waifus. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Seguero, man. Dude. You need to calm down. That's 15 euros, dude. In the last hour. 15 euros. Oh my God, dude. You need to relax. Thank you so much, dude. What an absolute legend. An absolute legend. Let me go get my phone so we can go for the anthems. Juneberry Red Bull is delicious. I will have nobody say otherwise. First of all, we'll go to the anthems and then we'll do the driver. In fact, we'll do driver of the day now because we have the people here. Let me just do the poll. Driver of the day. There is so many drivers. Oh my god. Icon, by far the most impressive today. Nick, just dominance. Pow, the drive from the end. Though it might be questionable at the end, we'll have to look and see what might have happened. And Jordan, wow, just sensational. Bianchi, I know you're there as well, man, but I can only have 4 and they were just incredible. Oh my god, Andy, man, you need to everyone needs to calm down a little bit. Oh my god, guys, thank you so much. What incredible support we have today. Incredible support. All of that as well helps the algorithm. More people that see it, the better. It's just wow. Thank you so much, Andy. I really do appreciate it, man. What an absolute legend you are. You can vote for your driver of the day there. We're going to go straight to the anthems. First of all, we obviously have the team's anthem. I'm actually a long time, but it'd be nice to hear it once again. The last time we heard this was when I think Justin won a race, but it is indeed the German national anthem. So please, everybody, be respectful of the German national anthem. Now, please everybody be respectful of the driver's national anthem, the Brazilian national anthem, which we've never heard before in the championship. He's obviously won 1 race this year already, but due to disconnection issues with my internet, we weren't able to hear that anthem. But today we do get to hear the Brazilian national anthem. Congratulations, Nick Santos and RG Labs on a second victory this year. Absolutely sensational. What a fantastic race to watch. What a fantastic race to watch. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Now let's have a look at the driver of the day vote. Powell has 15% of the votes, Nick's 38%, and Icon at 43%, 46%. It's moving back and forth. 43% split between the two now, 14 votes on the poll. Absolutely incredible today. Just wow. Wow, wow. Anyway, actually, while I'm thinking of it, I better save that race. Was there rain at the end of that race, gents? Because there was feckin' supposed to be. And I didn't see any rain pop up. No rain. Okay. It was supposed to. There was supposed to be light rain, but I guess the game had other ideas. Let me have a look at the weather radar. It's supposed to show up. No. Weird. It's supposed to be light rain, but don't matter. Track felt wet, but no rain at all. Interesting. Interesting. It was actually raining in Le Mans, so that's why it was set to rain at a kind of around the middle section of the, or the middle halfway point of the race distance. We have 14 votes on the poll, 43% to Icon and 43% to Nick Santos. The only wet thing is my eyes. I'm crying. Quick, Nick. Don't cry, dude. There's more wins coming. You can't cry at every win that you get. But congratulations to what an absolutely fantastic race. Just incredible. And there's more wins to come, man, so keep your eyes dry. We have a split decision at 43%. Stewards are already looking into things, but obviously without incident reports formulated, nothing will happen. But the stewards are looking at things that may have happened during the race. I've been messaged and it has been informed that they are looking at a few things. Nothing will happen until incident reports are formed. Icon, with 50% of the votes, is the driver of the day. Congratulations, Icon. Good. Really, really good race. Fantastic. Icon is voted driver of the day. You're working on your clips, Jordan? Perfect. You're working on yours as well, cool. Make sure you upload the replays so that the stewards can view them. Upload the replays so the stewards can view them. Make sure they're shared. make sure they're shared. Anyway, gents, we're going to call it at that. I'm going to need to go and drink something because my throat is in absolute tatters. But thank you so much, everybody. What a fantastic race! What a race! What a race to watch! What a race to watch! And we'll be back next week. I actually have no idea where we're racing next week. I actually have to check the thing. I'll have to test it. There's a couple of things coming up. If that is the final GR1, what a GR1! It was. The track definitely suited the cars. It definitely suited the cars a bit better today. I'm not really sure if we'll see much more of GR1s this year, because we're at the fourth race for GR1, which is the most we've ever done in a season. It's usually between 2 and 3, we'll have to wait and see. But make a check effing calendar gif for your channel. I really need to go and look at the channel stuff, but I don't have enough members for it to work. I also don't really understand how to make them work either, and I need to get them compressed so that they fit, which is quite complicated. But I do need to update that stuff. Where do I place clips? You just send them to me, dude. Just send them to me. Just send them to me. But it'll be looked at on an official replay anyway. But you're more than welcome to send me them, and I can forward them on to the stewards. We'll go from there. But anyway, ladies and gents, without further ado, Gurv Mila Magut, August Shlan Avalya. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. What a great race. And I say I'll update everybody in the next day or two with what we're going to do in terms of next week. Or not the full race information, but basic race information. But I need to look at what track we're doing. Anyway, gents, thank you all so much. Thank you all the donators. I really do appreciate it. You're all absolute legends. I really do appreciate it. Just ridiculous support today. Thank you so much. And I will see you all next week. And without further ado, go to Mila Magat Slán Avalya.